Good
I
evening,
just
everybody.
watched the reduced rates go off just as
Good evening, everybody, and welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV. We'll pick up where we left off last night, and let's go. Hey, we are live. What, you want to tell Ant to go put the thing back on? Well, I guess KJ, his thing doesn't stack with it anyway, so.
Yeah, mine won't
Ants
stack.
logged out.
And
Oh,
it
we
logged
did?
out,
Oh,
and
yeah,
then
you're right.
I got 2 hours, so.
Your Imperial friend has truly impeccable timing. Had he come even a few moments earlier, he might actually have stood a chance. In any event, that is 2 battles won in a single day, which by my reckoning gives us twice the cause to celebrate. But first, I pray you grant me a moment to express my gratitude. Thanks to you, we are one step closer to freeing my homeland from the tyranny of the Empire. I am in your debt. Of course, if all goes to plan, this is like to be the first of many such debts. Yet, I promise to endure my insolvency. Yet I promise to endure my insolvency with a smile, out of gratitude to the Kami for seeing fit to send you hither. I noticed there were question mark boxes again. Ah, but it would be rude of me to monopolize your attention. Doubtless there are others who would speak with you. Let us go and greet Kamaloon Khan, since apparently that is how that's actually pronounced, even though it's not how it's spelled. Words shouldn't have an entire silent syllable in them. Welcome, warriors of the steppe. It is an honor to receive you once more. We observed the battle from a distance, and marked the moment of your triumph. In that instant, I wept tears of joy. Not only did you bring us victory in the Nadam, but you ensured that every one of my kinsmen returned with their lives. Some were more gravely wounded than others, but none were lost to us. We could not have asked for anything more. If it is not too much of an imposition, would you be willing to go and speak with them? A simple gesture for those with whom you shared the battlefield. Some part of me still struggles to believe it, but we won. We defeated the Oranir and the Dorthal and won. When they appeared before us, I was filled with such fear as I have never known. But then I saw you charge with Cyrena and the others, and before I knew it, I was running and shouting. I will carry the memory of that moment with me always, as well as the moment when you became one with the Ovu and were declared the victory pose you struck was a sight to behold. I say, would you be willing to show us again? I might have needed to target them. Oh, I have to go to the mark. Where's the mark?
Right in front.
Yeah, it took me 5 times.
The story's already being exaggerated because we didn't do that.
Shh. Just accept it.
Hey, I'm doing the thing. Aye, that's the stuff of legends. That's the Khan in all his splendor. Praise be to the Khan, and to the gods for guiding him to us. Glory to the Khan and his comrades. Forever and forever. 100 years. The Khan.
I thought you were gonna have to go talk to Lise because she responded.
We probably would. Oh, well. I guess she came in here to talk to Sarah.
Oh,
I'm told you gave the young warriors a fine show. Grandmother and I have been discussing how we might best express our gratitude to you. Mere words did not seem sufficient. This is a morin kur, a traditional instrument of our people. The feats of our greatest heroes, like Bardam and Shaka, are preserved in songs. Yours too will live on for years to come. Perhaps one day you might learn how to play it. But even if not, you may look on the morin kur and remember this time, this place, as we will when we hearken to the music. I guess it's a piece of furniture, maybe?
Yeah, it goes on a tabletop, like these things over here.
or you can sell it for 10K. Woo!
Why
Can't.
do that? I'm gonna need it when I get my house.
Last thing I'm confused for, it says shop selling price 10K restricted. Sells for 30 gil. So I don't know. Another question mark box. At the risk of sounding impatient, we have certain pressing obligations. It is time that we saw to them. You are right. To whom much is given, much is expected. Nay, do not think yourselves so indebted to us. Was it not you who gave us your blessing to participate in the Nadam? And you who saved my lord Hien from certain death? Doma is in your debt, and will ever be a friend of them all. And we to you, Gosetsu. A thought occurs to me. If you wish to return to Yansha with all haste, the passage to the south of the Dusk Throne would offer the most direct route. The Dorthals sealed it with their magics during the Doman Rebellion, when more men of iron came from afar. If ever there was a time to open the pass, it is now. We should journey to the Dorthal Ka. But before that, might we visit the Dawn Throne? I wish to speak with our most radiant brother. Are you sure that's a good idea? I know he agreed to fight for Doma, but I doubt he'll be very happy to see us so soon after we beat him. Nama made us for war, Lise. Ever since we came into this world, we have fought. In the Nadam, blood was shed, and lives were lost. Brown earth was stained crimson, and Zelia wept. But crimson is the dusk and the dawn, death and rebirth, an ending to mark a new beginning. We who are born are destined to die. As the seasons turn, we are born again. Thus spoke the first. So you see, we harbor no hatreds. The Nadam is the Nadam, and what comes after is what comes after. If you say so. The Dawn Throne first, then? Yes, and I shall accompany you.
Y'all out? looks like. I didn't see what happened to Kath.
I'm right here.
Oh, yeah.
Trying to do too many things at the same time. The sun is disinclined to entertain you at length. Speak your purpose in coming. Humble as ever. Should I be humble in the presence of inferiors? I am a child of Azim, and you are not. Your triumph in the Nadam does not raise you to such heights. Batu will not be joining us. He was wounded in the Nadam. His hurts are grave, and he requires rest. But he will walk again in time. Though it is no business of yours. Such pity does not become a Khan. We are not allies, traveler. Far from it. The Nadam will come again, and with it our rule. I say again, why have you come? To bid us surrender the Dawn Throne to the Maul? Nay. The Maul are beholden to the will of the gods, and they would not have us reside here. The Oranir and the Baduga may remain. We are for Yansha, and wish to speak of your part in the coming war. Ah, the Dolmens and the Iron Men. I remember our pact. Sound the call, and the Oranir will answer. Well, glad am I to hear it. We have preparations to attend to, but we'll send for you soon. The gods are kind. I am sure the Oranir will prove a great boon in the days to come. Of the dusk, a maiden gentle and ethereal, a dancer in the morning mist, and a warrior besides. Look into my eyes, child. See you Azim? Are you my Nama? I know not of what you speak, Brother Magni, but I am certain you are mistaken. Quite. We should get going. Right now.
Yeah, I knew that was going to be close.
Mm-hmm. I mean, he needs to look into the eyes of old Crazy Eyes down at the Dorthal. I think that's where he needs to be looking.
Well, I thought about that, but then that's not too much like the moon. But, I mean, the Maul are the moon, moon people.
Well, technically, all
Can't
of
you
the...
just fly us down over there?
Oh, I completely forgot I could fly. But I mean, all of the All-Ra here in the steppe, except for apparently the Oranir, are of the moon.
Oh, okay.
Technically, the children of Azim are my people. Because the Zelia are supposed to be the children of Nama. At least as I understand it.
Hey, you need to have a talk with your cousin back there. Or your brother.
But we're gonna go with cousin in this case.
And why is he looking inferior to you? You're the same. Oh, see?
He's posturing, KJ.
There he is.
The Khan and his warriors. Greetings, my lady. We come to you on our journey south, bound for Yansha, where our comrades await us. How fare you and yours in the wake of the Nadam? Many were wounded, some few to death. Resplendent were their souls in the chaos. It was a good battle, a good day to die. Soon we will greet them again. And mayhap one who went before them also. Gesser's seed has quickened in his lover. When the child is born, we shall see who waits behind its eyes. Already, we must look to the next Nadam. We must grow strong of body and mind, and your war will help us do so. Say the word, and we will fly to the field. Of that I have no doubt, for you are Dothral. There's one thing we would ask of you. The magics you use to seal the passage to the south. Will you unmake them? If that be your wish. When next we come together, it will be on a great battlefield against a common foe. I trust you will fight with the same fervor you demonstrated during the Nadam. Ha! And you, Ancient One, will be the demon I know you to be. Aught less would be a disappointment.
She still has an evil smile.
Mm-hmm. I am wondering, is Gosetsu the largest NPC that we are going to encounter in the game?
Maybe. I mean, he's bigger than that other dude. The one we keep on beating up.
Yeah, Hoary Boulder.
Yeah. I don't understand why I couldn't have just shot an arrow in his back as he's running away.
We must be talking about somebody else.
Zora with the lightning bolt. Oh, no. I can't remember his name.
The green guy, the idiot that we had to fight at the end of the last instant.
Yeah, so for some reason he thinks he can take us.
Oh, the
troops
Garlean
or-
guy. Gotcha.
Yeah. He's pretty big. I thought he was bigger than Gogetsu. Or Gosetsu.
Yeah, but I don't know how much of his bigness is him being big and how much of it's his armor that he's wearing.
Yeah.
Sadu Khatun has done her part. This passage will deliver you to Doma. It is here we must part ways, until the day you call us to battle. It won't be long, I know, but take care of yourself, Sirena. And tell your grandmother and the others again how much we appreciate everything they did for us. I will. Oh, I nearly forgot. I have another gift for you. It's a red, Wait, is this the banner of the Maul tribe? It is not the most practical of gifts, but we nevertheless wish to present it to you. I do not fully understand what has befallen Doma, or your homeland lease, but I do understand that you and yours have suffered terribly. The Maul place their faith in the gods, and in turn they shepherd us. They watch over and keep us. We pray they show you the same favor. As it was in the Nadam, blood will be shed, your lands engulfed in a storm of fire and steel. Yet, as it did here, it shall mark a new beginning there. May you ever walk in crimson, for in crimson there is life, there is liberation. Thank you for your prayers, Cyrna. We shall remember them. Until we meet again. She takes her bowing seriously.
Yeah. I think she's a little sweet on the king.
Probably.
But then a lot of these Japanese cartoons and whatnot are like that, or stories. The Maw Banner. What was? I'm in load screen. Never mind.
It's another piece of furniture.
Yep.
Right then, to the House of the Fierce. With me, my friends. Couldn't remember if we could fly here or not. I've not used this road before, but I recognize this place. The House of the Fierce should lie somewhere to the south. I will go on ahead and inform the sentries of our master's return. I've got a flying car, Gosetsu.
And a trunk.
He won't fit in the trunk.
Yes, he will. Watch. Yes, you will. Just hold on.
In fact, I'd probably have to stick 2 of you in the trunk just to fit him in the back seat.
We put him on the hood. He can hold on and watch you as we fly. Well, there are a lot of tigers out here.
Mm-hmm.
It looks like they fixed the, or no. I don't know if they did. Never mind.
Fix the what?
The tower, or the, etherite.
Ah, well, Alpha Node's supposed to have been working on that.
Yeah.
Here we are. I wonder if they are all gathered inside, waiting. Perhaps expecting a speech or some such. Well, no matter. I shall have to do what I shall have to do.
Brothers and sisters, pray forgive me my absence. It has been far too long.
And we're back in the Cave of Echoes.
Lord Hien. Gosetsu told us of your trials and tribulations on the steppe. Would that I'd been present to witness your victory, my lord.
Our victory, Yugiri, owed as much to each of my stalwart comrades as it did to me. Now rise. I will not suffer this excess of formality any longer. Alphino and Alizé Leveilleur, I presume? I'm told we owe you much. It is a pleasure to meet you both.
The pleasure is ours, Lord Hien. Though we were born and raised a world apart, our values are one and the same. Freedom, justice, liberty. Each of which Doma shall soon enjoy once more.
Hopefully. I understand you have brought an army.
Indeed. The Zayla tribes of the Azim Steppe have pledged their military might to the cause.
Good. We, meanwhile, have secured the support of the Confederacy and a not insignificant number of your countrymen. The Blue Kojin too have expressed a willingness to join the fight, provided you agree to certain trade agreements following the liberation of Doma.
The shinobi will render what aid they can. However, Suino Sato refused to answer our call.
No matter. What forces we have amassed far exceed my original expectations. You have my thanks.
You should know that Xenos departed Doma not long after you left to find Lord Hien. We know not the reason why, but it would seem he was eager to return to Gir Abania.
What? Have you heard anything from the Resistance? There hasn't been another attack, has there?
Tataru assures me they are quite well. You need not worry. If anything, this turn of events would seem to be to our advantage.
But there the good news ends. Yotsuyu retains her position as acting viceroy, and we have reports that the garrison at Doma Castle is preparing for a massive operation. We suspect that the Empire's attempt to eliminate you on the steppe may have been a prelude to a larger effort to purge the remaining pockets of resistance within Doma.
The hour of reckoning is upon us.
The Han has spoken, and I, for one, am not inclined to argue. In this place, in this moment, I call upon you all. 25 years of oppression, of tyranny, of shame. It ends with us. We will prevail.
I went with option 1.
Me too. I didn't want to have to do it again.
Once more, welcome back. It is good to see you again. Ah yes, there is another recent development we neglected to share with you. Alize and I have been hard at work attempting to restore the Aetheryte here to its former glory, and I am pleased to inform you that we succeeded. Suffice it to say, it should prove a boon for travel. Well, for those replete with an anima like you, at least. Is that a lore implication as to why we're the only people that seem to use the stupid things? I imagine you are eager to hear the particulars of our plan. Allow me a moment to gather everyone's attention.
If all are in agreement, I will outline my plan to retake Doma Castle. First, Lys and the Doman Irregulars will conduct a series of raids against Imperial targets throughout the surrounding area, with the aim of drawing the garrison's attention. Shortly thereafter, our Zayla allies will launch a surprise attack on the castle's airborne defenses. In this way, we will prevent the enemy's airships from rendering support, and cut off one means of escape. Alize and I, together with the shinobi, will exploit the ensuing chaos to infiltrate the moon gates and disable the Magitech field generators. Once the barrier is down, we will be free to cross the One River and reach Doma Castle. It is at this point that we must turn to our Confederate and Kojin allies. They will commence to bombard the castle with cannon fire, while sailing west towards the Doman Enclave.
Wait, the Enclave? Why would you want them to sail away from the castle?
Because the Enclave is home to countless civilians. Once pressed, the Imperials may well think to take them hostage, and I would fain forestall any such attempt. After we have secured the Enclave, we may lay siege to Doma Castle directly. The main strength of the Doman Liberation Front, under Lord Hien's command, shall be committed to this endeavor, as will you and your redoubtable allies. The rest is simple. We scour the castle for the Viceroy, we find her, and we subdue her. Without their leader, what remains of the Imperial's morale will crumble, and they will surrender or attempt to flee. And Doma will be free. Your thoughts, Lord Hien? If any points were unclear or gave you cause for concern, I should be glad to go over them with you.
Nay, 'tis a fine plan. You have a talent for this. That much is plain. We shall carry out Alphinaud's plan to the letter. Time is of the essence, as you know, so let us each see to our respective preparations. Carry on.
There is no shortage of tasks which must needs be completed before we can launch our attack. If you have a moment, perhaps you could lend a hand. That said, I have only just returned. It would be better for you to speak with Alphinaud to find out how you might be of service. Trying to keep busy? Well, glad am I to hear it. There is one task which comes to mind. As I explained during my briefing, Alice and I will need to infiltrate the Moon Gate to disable the Magitech field generators. Though I pride myself on my knowledge of various subjects, I must confess I lack confidence in my knowledge of this particular one, which is why I turned to an expert. I have been conversing with Sid via Tartaru, attempting to ascertain the design of the generators based on our limited intelligence. Most recently, he sent a parcel with some documents, which he believed may be of use. I would like for you to go to Kugane and bring them back here. In the meantime, I will continue to work with our shinobi allies to plot a path into the gates. Safe travels, and thank you again.
Then to Kagane.
Yep.
It's by itself. Started reading all the new ones and I'm like, where the heck is it?
Oh, I was trying to go to the wrong quest. Emo,
Yeah?
that balcony right there. Just so you know where
Oh,
one is.
yeah, okay. Alright.
Also, that balcony right there, if memory is serving correctly, although it might be...
There's something there.
Yeah,
See it
I think it is that one. Yeah. You have to climb up on the roof from behind. But
Oh, okay, I see it. You see the bottom of it from the side.
yeah.
From the bottom, you can see the bottom edge.
Yeah, you just climb up on the roof over there.
Oh, okay.
Greetings, honored sir. Will you be entering the Ruby Bazaar offices? Yes, yes I will. What are you doing here? I thought you were off fighting nomads on the Azim Steppe. I see Tartaru has new clothes.
Yeah.
Oh, you beat them. Good show. A shame I didn't get to see it. Alpha Node has been keeping me apprised of the situation in Doma. I may not be any good in a physical fight, but in a paperwork fight, I'm the true Khan. Yep. You're here for the parcel Sid sent, right? Wait a moment, and it will be right. I'll be right out. Yes, you send him off, Tartaru. It arrived not long ago. A porter delivered it to our offices, along with various other knickknacks from Eorzea. Sid regrets that he couldn't be here in person. Apparently his hunt for the dragon and Omega demands his full attention, you see. Still, was reasonably confident that the documents he provided would be enough for Alpha Node to do the work himself. So, as soon as the parcel gets here, we can open it up and see what's inside. Pardon my interruption, but the parcel in question, was it the one you placed on the shelf in the back for safekeeping? I believe so, yes. Why do you ask? Well, you see, on closer inspection, said parcel appears to have been addressed to the Sakasagumi barracks. Though it does indeed bulge with a quantity of paper reminiscent of a rather large instruction manual, the lingering scent of lilac leads me to conclude it is in fact a sizable collection of love letters. What? Impossible! The porter was carrying a parcel addressed to us. I saw the writing with my own eyes. Oh, I do not doubt that in the least. However, as he was tasked with a number of deliveries, I can only presume that he handed you another parcel by mistake. This is a disaster. We have to find that porter right this instant. Maisha can move quickly when she has a mind to. So quickly, she neglected to take these love letters with her. They too must be redirected to their rightful recipient. They should also aid you in tracking down the right porter. They keep records of the deliveries and so forth, after all. The man in question was of middling height and build, not unlike myself. Black hair, short, terribly helpful in Kugane, I know. A cheery sort, wearing bright colors, as I recall. I will send a few men out to search, but in the meantime, why don't you take the parcel and see if you can track him down yourself. I will wait here, on the off chance he realizes his mistake and returns. I did love that look she gave him. The parcel will be right out, and then gives him a side eye. Like, well, go get it!
Yeah,
She looks really cute, though, in her new outfit.
looks adorable.
I knew you guys would like it. Now where to find one, right?
Yeah.
Without buying it offline. Because I think they do have something like that offline or online. The shop.
I would imagine they have something similar for sale in the city somewhere.
Yeah.
Who are you? You seek company for an hour or an evening?
Ugh.
Uh-huh. How it reeks of perfume and desperation. I know naught of it, nor do I wish to know.
Did it stay for you guys too?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
I don't know if it's we're supposed to come back and try again with him, or if it's just not going to go away. There's another marker over here. Oh dear, I misplaced some most important documents, and if I do not find them quickly, there will be dire repercussions. No, it is nothing so scandalous and base. My lord is a man with singular dietary restrictions, which I have detailed in my notebook. I cannot purchase produce without it. Nothing up there.
There's one back here. Just keep going and go around. Keep going the way you were going and go around.
How did you get through? Is there a doorway I didn't see?
I went up the stairs and then just dropped down.
Ah.
Mr. Jumping leaps and falling and stuff didn't do it this time.
I followed the roads.
I know. I saw the cat jump over into the alley, so I was like, I'll follow her.
A good evening to you, sir, but I have no time to chat. I have to head to Bocairo. How was it in the hostelry? No time. I recognize that parcel. I delivered it to the Ruby Bazaar not long ago. What of it? Huh? A mistake? For the Sekigasumi, you say? You're right. How stupid of me. Fortunately, I have yet to visit the barracks. This is for you, yes? I will take the other in exchange.
That could have been bad.
Mm-hmm. Oh, an emo?
Going the right way.
I got that one that's straight ahead.
The one that's up on this balcony?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
did get that one.
Yeah, that's the other one I found, or one of the other ones I found.
I didn't remember that one when I was telling you about the one on the awning over behind us, but...
Actually, I want to say you did remember, you just didn't remember exactly where it was.
Yeah, okay.
You said you'd found a couple, but you didn't remember where one of them was. I'm sorry, I couldn't find him. I guess we just have to hope he realizes his mistake and returns soon. That's it. That's the parcel. You found him. Though, knowing our luck, Sid put the wrong papers in here. No, this is it. These are the documents detailing the operation of the Magitech field generators. Alpha Node requested. I can only imagine what would have happened had we sent him back to the Doma with a parcel full of love letters. The look on Alpha Node's face when he reads the first page. On second thought, I'm a little disappointed we didn't. Everyone's working so hard to fight for Doma's freedom, and here I am making the same silly mistakes. It won't happen again, and I'll keep working hard to bring you and the others useful information. If we hear anything new, we'll contact you straight away. Oh, and you may be pleased to hear that we have brokered an arrangement between the company and the Confederacy. They require armaments, we provide. Discreetly, and at a reasonable price. I'm sure Lord Lolorito will be pleased to hear it. Indeed he was. Indeed he was. Well, it seems our time together is at an end. Give Alpha Node and Alice my regards, will you?
I'll come out this time. Back, right? Let's see.
Yep, to the House of the
Fierce.
Yeah.
Which I about took off before, and I seen you run over to pick it up, and I was like, oh, yeah.
That's alright. Had you teleported ahead of time without it, I would have ignored it. Oh, it seems like just yesterday you were here. Our plans proceed apace. Do you have the documents? Excellent. This looks to be exactly what we need. Assuming our shinobi escort can see us safely inside the moon gates, I should have no trouble deactivating the barrier. Good, good. This is one less thing to worry about. I didn't even notice the name of the quest. Should you wish for further employment, mayhap you could speak with Alice. I believe she was planning to search the surrounding area for Imperial patrols. If you go now, you may be able to catch her before she departs. Woo, Imperial hunting time.
And tiger skin for reward.
Alphino told you about my plans, and you wish to come with me. Well, far be it from me to refuse you. If truth be told, I'm not entirely sure what I expect to find. In the wake of your failed assassination attempt, the Imperials demonstrated uncharacteristic restraint. There were no public executions, and not a single village was put to the torch. But as I mentioned earlier, our latest intelligence does suggest a purge is imminent. For all we know, they could be out in the field even as we speak, surveilling their targets and making plans. If so, we need to put a stop to it. Let us begin our search in the north. Alright, I'm glad that worked. I was concerned it wouldn't let us out of the cave.
I never saw that. How come we just don't jump down there?
Because we never got up above it.
Oh.
When we originally came to the House of the Fierce, we swam under and came up through the water.
I didn't know there was a hole down there, though.
All quiet for now. Follow me to the next location. No Imperial patrols near our headquarters, then. Good. The last thing we need is a repeat of Ralker's Reach. Even so, 'twould be prudent to search a little longer. Congrats on 71, KJ. I don't know when you got it, but you seem to have it. So. Not exactly the enemy I was worried about. Damn it all. I can't just leave the carcass lying in the middle of the road. Next to you, I feel like a child playing at swords and sorcery, though mayhap it suits me better than books. I owe much to the Mikote I met on my travels. He was a master of these techniques, and kindly agreed to teach me the fundamentals. But I never could warm to common rapiers. I vastly preferred using a blade of my own creation, despite the toll it took on me. Urianger's gift was a godsend, to be honest. Anyway, we're falling behind. We should split up and try to recoup some lost time. We've heard a rumor of Imperial soldiers skulking about disguised as villagers. One was supposedly spotted near the ribbons, to the south of here. Go and see if there's anything out of the ordinary. Oh, hello there, young man. My associates and I are in search of fertile soil for farming, and this land caught our eye. You doubt my words? You suspect we have some other purpose in coming here? How vexing it is to be questioned in this manner. Very well. He desires the truth, and he shall have it. Deal with him. Weren't there 3 of them?
He ran off.
Ah.
The one that you're talking to, he ran off. While the other 2 started attacking. So I'm assuming we might... No, we're not chasing. Oh, yeah, we are.
He ran right into Alisei, apparently. I saw them attack you, while this one fled. Since you seem to have everything in hand, I decided to capture him. An Imperial, I presume? I knew it would come to this. But at the hands of a Westerner? A Dolman would at least know the rights. You think you understand, but you do not. She will burn it all before she surrenders. She will never kneel again. Nor should she. Rest assured, then Naori will receive due compensation. Young Ashai has great potential, that much is plain. If he applies himself, he may one day be granted the opportunity to go to Garlemald and learn from some of the leading authorities in the field of Magitech. Few citizens are afforded such treatment, however, much less people of the provinces. You will need to do more. Oh, of course. Have no doubt that we shall. My husband and I want only the best Imperial education for our boy. I finished planting the rice, Mother. Not while the officer is here, Yotsuyu. Inside, now. Yes, Mother. You did not mention you had a daughter. My sister's, not mine. Kami rest her soul. She is utterly hopeless, but one cannot choose one's family. Indeed. She is of age to receive an education as well, is she not? Yet we have no records. I trust I need not remind you of your legal obligations. No, of course not. But she is weak and sickly. Some days she has not the strength to leave her bed. So a thought occurs to me. Mayhap we can come to an understanding. That was a near thing. What happened? We were talking, and then all of a sudden you were somewhere else. Did one of those soldiers hit you in the head or something? Well, if you say so. We should go and tell the others what happened here.
Don't just leave his body.
Tigers will take care of it.
Yeah, but I thought we killed them all.
Nah, we killed one.
Okay.
That was the making of a little biatch.
Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah, I'm like, okay, this is, be careful. Where's this story going? Is it the making of, or is it supposed to make you feel bad for her?
No idea.
She got no love from home, so why does she care, I guess?
She has a lot of hate in her. So something must have happened.
Well, we'll probably space off and find out more.
Indeed. Thank you. You didn't have to come with me, but you did, and for that I am grateful. I told the others of your encounter with the disguised soldiers. Though we disposed of the bodies, it is only a matter of time before their comrades note their absence. As if we needed any more reason to act quickly. Are you sure you're alright, by the way? You've been awful quiet since we returned. Your staff almost looks like an axe, Emo.
It does.
I tell you to rest and leave the rest to the others, but seeing that isn't in your nature. Lise returned but a moment ago, looking a bit worried. It would seem that their trouble is afoot in Namai. You may as well go and ask her about it. As for me, I will not impose upon you any further. It has been quite a while since we got hit by an echo vision, after all.
Yeah,
But I would think the Scions would know about those.
Well, she's new to the Scions too, though.
Good point.
Yeah, we haven't had one since she's been in the picture.
True. We barely got enough armor as it is, huh? Oh, you're here to help? That's a relief. I've been trying to help the villagers in Namai get ready for the operation, but we've run into a few problems. You remember how we're supposed to stir up trouble as a diversion, right? Well, the thing is, we don't have enough armor to go around. I thought the Dome and Liberation Front would be able to furnish us with some, but it seems that's not the case. I was about to go and tell Issa, why don't you come too?
The little fish dude has armor stuff. Or
That's
weapons.
right, guns and other stuff.
Imperial stuff.
I'm not sure we're going to be able to go high enough to go over this mountain.
Here comes the teleport.
Yeah, I've reached the limit of how high I can go.
Well, I was teleporting, and then all of a sudden I'm starting, and I'm like, oh, I don't know if they can get it or get kicked out. Hopefully you guys all okay.
I had a weird message though that said teleport, like something. Oh, kicked off of Mount, returning to home point.
Ah. Not that one. This one. Oh, you're here too. I heard about those soldiers you and Alice encountered. I'm glad you're alright. Right then. Issei, we have gathered up all the rope we could find in the village. And every tool with an edge, but it's still not enough. Even a hoe would suffice, but there's no more to spare. Thank you, Chigusa. Ryuzen could use a hand if there's nothing else. As for more tools, I may have some in my home. Go and search it. Take whatever meets your needs. I made enough rice balls for everyone, including some special ones for Lady Yugiri. Can I go give them to her? You silly little girl. Of course you can. Hurry. You never know when she'll have to leave on her secret mission. Sorry about that. Everyone's been trying to contribute since Lord Hien returned. There's so much to worry about. You're doing well, Issei. Though I have to ask, have you had any luck finding more armor? Unfortunately, no. Unlike weapons, there are no substitutes for proper protection. It's not as though we need full suits of Imperial plate, but we're not soldiers. If we attack without any equipment, we'll be slaughtered. The Dome and Liberation Front doesn't have any armor to spare. I suppose we could ask Hancock, but there's no telling how long it would take for him to send us supplies. Do you have an armorer in the village, or anyone with some skill to fashion armor? There is one man, a craftsman who fled the Enclave. He's experienced and may be able to help. I don't know if I can persuade him to, though. But maybe you two could come with me. His name is Soranuki, and he lives in Kusakari in the south. Come with me.
Persuasion is what I do.
I'm very tall and armored and persuasive. That's the right word, right? Persuasive? Or is it intimidating? Yeah. I'm intimidating. That's the word we're looking for.
Make an intimidation roll. I make persuasion rolls.
Depends
I am a
on
bard.
how aggressive you want it to be.
What was that?
Depends on how aggressive you want to be. If you want
True
to use intimidation or persuasion.
We'll let KJ persuade while I stand there silently and watch.
Hey man, I got a 20 charisma. Back off.
That's why we're letting you go first, KJ. You're more likely to win. Then I can just kill things if I have to.
Yeah.
You are like right on him, like. "Roar."
I could not pick the guy for like 3 clicks. I just kept clicking you.
Yeah, I don't know how I ended up this close to him. Who are these
Oh.
starry-eyed youths who stand before me? Ones who sing of rebellion, of liberation? Ha! Surely they would not think to trouble me with such foolish dreams. Oh, go and say what you will, but do not take offense if I die from laughter. Well, that's odd. The quest reward weapon I already have.
Strange.
Yeah, you probably bought it in
Ah, you're right. You're right. You're
over
right.
there. Yeah, I noticed that a lot of these are the same, but some of them will be high quality.
Yeah. Eh?
Whereas the
Say.
ones you bought are.
Yeah. Say again? You would have me fashion armor for villagers who wish to fight Imperial regulars? Ah! Mad fools charging boldly to meet their deaths. Bring me steel, and I shall give them shells to shield their soft bellies. Yes, yes, plates of steel. All that you can carry, the better to shield them from blade and bullet. If only it were so simple, Master Suranuki. Steel plates are not so easily produced. Blind, deaf, and dumb you are, boy. We are awash with broken steel. Magitech, great cylinders come crashing to earth from on high. I skipped the next line. Well, it's not like we know any of the other armorers who can help. At least we get to blow things up. The bomb's a little underwhelming, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, if there was any more, it'd kill us.
Well, it certainly did its job. I'll give it credit for that. But what pet was that, Zora?
Oh, that is from. It's the Coblin larva. I can't remember. I think Aunt gave that to us.
Gotcha. Well, I was going to say that I thought it was KJ when I first saw it. I was wondering why it didn't have a name over its head.
No respect, I tell you. No respect.
Have you the many plates of steel I demanded? Show me. Then you are committed to your cause, dressing villagers as soldiers and marching off to war. Stupid, stupid fools. Doma is dead, and so are her people. Lord Cayenne, Lord Hien, all dead. Their blood is on our hands. It was Lord Cayenne who saved us, who spared us the worst of when the Garleans came. Every shred of pride and honor he cast aside without a second thought, all to win their trust, all to serve as their puppet, restored to his throne years later a paper tiger. Such shame he must have felt. But no matter, he would suffer it for his people. A life as slaves is better than none at all, he believed. But not us. After my lady died, we began to whisper in his ears dreams of freedom and liberation. We pushed him to take action, if only a little. 10 years of preparation, of machinations. So careful we would be. And yet, Doma burned for our foolishness. Not for that of Lord Cayenne. Monzon, the Enclave, they were raised for our sins. We murdered them all, don't you see? We murdered you all. You're wrong, Master. We are still here. We are still alive. Lord Cayenne, too, lives on in our hearts, and in his son, for Lord Hien has returned. Lord Hien? Alive? It cannot be. You lie. You lie. It's the truth. Hien came back to Doma to help her fight for freedom. Could it be? My Lord Hien yet lives? Bands of steel to bind the chest and belly, yes. I must heat the forge and begin work at once. 10? 100? How many do you need? All that and more you shall have. Even after 25 years of oppression, they still have it in them to stand up and fight. We just have to show them the way forward. Issei and I will stay and help Soranuki finish the armor. So you've no need to wait around. Why not go back to the House of the Fierce? I'm sure there's plenty of work left to be done. Ask about and see what you can find. Hey, probably best to teleport back to the house. Since we'd probably have to go swimming.
It wouldn't let me take the teleport. Weird.
Did you have one
Oh, there
pending
you
from
go.
previously?
Yeah, I guess. Weird.
Odd.
I noticed it was pending a little bit earlier and didn't think to say anything.
Oh, and I went to that one.
Oh, crap.
Well, that's weird. How did you end up in Namai to begin with if you didn't take the teleport?
Well, it just pulled me.
Ah.
Yeah, that's exactly what happened to me. Yeah.
Well, I won't take this one anyway. Just so I don't have a pending one.
Everything is in order, sir. Under Lord Gosetsu's sage tutelage, we grow stronger by the day. Help? Oh, no. I will not impose upon you without cause. Rest assured that everything is in its place, and everything is fine. I require no assistance, comrade. Lord Hien's instructions to me were quite clear. I need only transcribe them for the benefit of our Zela allies. Speaking of Lord Hien, if you are eager to be of service, mayhap you could seek him out? Keep an eye on him. Perchance should he decide to venture outside. Let me guess. Someone asked you to act as my protector? Ha. To hear them mutter, one would think I intended to stride up to the castle's gates on my own. The truth, of course, is rather less dramatic. I had hoped to look on the castle one last time before the battle. Would you care to join me? You would be setting a lot of fretful minds at rest. Very good. Let us depart for Monzen at once. I did find it funny how high it let us fly, but not quite high enough.
Yeah.
Monzen was home to many great and powerful families, men of honor, samurai, once. Great swaths were razed, and people put to the sword. What little remains stands as testament to what was, and what will never be again. Come, I would take a closer look. Wants to head in here despite the giant samurai robots. No sentries, at least of the living sort. Those shambling suits of armor have the run of the place. To think that this was once a bustling street, so full of life, a river of people, with a current all its own. But even then the Imperials walked among us. Sometimes openly, sometimes discreetly. But we were always aware of their presence, and we were complicit. He did what he had to do to preserve the peace. Keep our people safe, but at what cost? Forgive me, this is neither the time nor the place for such dark musings. Though they did serve to remind me of the barracks, which have once stood to the west of here, where there may yet be weapons our comrades could use. If you head down that street, past those makeshift barricades, you will come to the ruins. I will search elsewhere. Meet me at the water's edge when you have finished. Well, those things remain thoroughly unsettling.
Yeah, they bother me today.
Is that Doma within underground or?
I imagine it's around here somewhere.
I got a red circle right here, orange.
Yeah, so do I.
Oh,
There.
it's over here.
Yeah, there we are.
Oh, I didn't know it went this far.
Alas, I found naught of value, did you? Still sheathed in its scabbard, though even shielded from the elements, it will need to be cleaned and oiled. I recognize the crest. It belonged to the son of a samurai I trained with when I was young. He never even had a chance to draw it. There she is, Doma Castle, my home. They let us keep her for a time, before gradually moving their forces across from Fulminus. Now her every court and corridor belongs to Yotsuyu. Though father spent much of his time there, I did not. I may only have visited him there a half-dozen occasions, if that, I cannot remember. But I remember the view from the keep. Doma seemed much smaller from there, like you could hold it in your hands. Well, Monzen at least. Doma is so much more. There, beyond the moon gates, onto the shores of the Ruby Sea, and here, in the place that no man can see or touch or take from you. We carry her with us, wheresoever we go. Not the land or the soil, but the story. And what is life if not a story? The story of our journey from dawn to dusk, day after day after day. The story of our mothers and our fathers, our families and our friends, our people and our nations. I think a part of me understood that when I looked out from the keep. Hien, son of Kyan, another caretaker of the story of Doma. It's a fine castle, truly, with an even finer view. But in the end, in the end, Tommy, strike me down. How could I be so blind? We must return to the House of the Fierce at once. I have had what can only be described as a revelation. Ours is an excellent plan, but not so excellent that it cannot be improved, and I know how. On second thought, I ask that you return to the House of the Fierce without me, and tell Alphino to call the others together for a meeting. It is imperative that the Kogen emissary be in attendance as well. I shall join you anon. Was there another line after what I just said? Because it seemed like a window appeared and disappeared quickly, but I didn't actually see it.
Nope.
No.
Alright. Oh, back to the House of the Fierce, KJ.
Melissa's, our emo's not here.
Oh, okay, never mind. I just looked down at my XP, and I am 445 XP from leveling up.
That wasn't 400. Oh, you got max grass.
It was 719 for me.
Well, I didn't see it like level until later after.
Ah.
I was like, what?
Yeah, it seems like you get your XP at the same time you get the loot from the kill. As the body was down, there was a pause, and then it happened.
Congrats.
Thank you.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
Did you get the quest emo?
Yeah, I picked it up.
Okay.
Lord Hien wishes to discuss the details of our plan. Well, very well. If he insists, I shall summon the others at once. As for the Kojin, I believe one of their emissaries was already en route. Nevertheless, I shall contact them to make certain.
May I present the Blue Kojin's emissary?
Greetings and well met, old friends. The Elder sends his regards.
Soroban, it's good to have you with us.
If, you might humor me. Thank you for coming, Soroban. Doubtless you have already been informed of our plans and the role we would have your people play. However, I seek your counsel as a Kojin of the Blue. Be it by spell or siegecraft, could your forces destroy the underwater foundations of Doma Castle's outer wall?
Explosives coupled with a few incantations. Yes, that might produce sufficient force. Such a thing could indeed be done.
Then I wish to revise the plan. Instead of assisting the Confederacy in securing the Enclave, I would have the Kojin advance upstream beneath the water and breach a segment of the outer wall. I mean to flood Doma Castle.
My lord, the castle is a sacred symbol, the very heart of our nation. To destroy it is unthinkable, unconscionable. You cannot do this.
I think we're going to stick with the MSQ for tonight, but thank you for the offer.
We remove the better part of their forces from the field and force Yotsuyu to retreat to the highest levels of the keep. Tell me that is not a worthwhile trade.
But my lord, that castle was entrusted to you by your father, and his father before him. I say to you again, it is the heart of our nation.
Stone walls do not a nation make, my friend. Her people do. And as long as we yet live, we can rebuild. So let us only think of this battle, of victory here and now, for without that we have no future.
I see that you are resolved, Lord Hien, and I would not presume to gainsay your decision.
I will inform the Elder of your revised stratagem, and instruct our sappers to make ready.
Our preparations are all but complete. Once we receive word from our Korjin allies, we shall set our plans in motion. We shall fight, and we shall prevail.
No plan is perfect, and there is ever room for improvement. I expect my comrades will be refining their approach until the moment they begin. In case you are unaware, the other Jonin will lead the assault on the Moon Gates. Not I. My place is at Lord Hien's side. If there's nothing else, I'll head back to Namai. Saranuki is working hard, and Issei is doing what he can to help. But maybe there's more I can do too. He was like a different person when he began hammering those plates. Younger, brighter, full of life and hope. The plan is set, and all that can be done has been done. Rest and relaxation are now paramount, for tomorrow we may die. Have you not done enough? Will you not pause a moment to gather yourself on the eve of our grand design? Go not into battle with weary eyes or lingering regrets, my friend. Soroban informs me that his sappers will be ready within the day, which means that we can proceed as planned and attack Doma Castle tomorrow. Considering the key role you will play, I think it only prudent that you refrain from any further labors and rest until tomorrow, agreed? I went for far be it. We shall speak again in the morning. Take care, my friend.
You're awake. I was just, well, they threw me out, actually. Told me I needed to get some sleep. Ready for the big day. Not long now, eh? I'm nervous, of course, but I also feel like I didn't know where I was going, but maybe, finally, something's gonna change, you know? Really, really change. And when the dust has settled, we'll see what we've won, and what we've lost. I'm going to give it my all tomorrow. Everything I've seen and felt, I won't let it be for nothing. Right. Off to bed. Don't want to overdo it, and neither should you. Oh, but before you sleep, you should look in on Elfino and Alize. Quietly, of course.
Ha! Another restless soul. Come, come. Raise a glass to freedom.
Good. Good. I should be interested to know his thoughts on the matter.
Ah, that's enough, Gosetsu. You'll not convince anyone with your drunken ramblings. We've talked about this, all of us. We are flooding the castle tomorrow, and that's the end of it.
I know. I accepted your decision, and I do not intend to go back on my word. Nevertheless, as the battle draws near, I cannot help but recall our many travails, and it fair compels me to speak. In all my time serving as a leader of men, there are two failures which haunt me to this day. The first, a defeat at the hands of the Empire 25 years past, and the subsequent imprisonment of your father. Long did I consider offering up my life in atonement, until Lord Kyan allowed at last to receive visitors, called for me, of all people, for my unborn child, he said. For my dearest Shun. Live. My second failure, of course, was the betrayal of that self-same command. When in the rebellion I failed to protect not only Lord Kyan, but Lord Hien too. That I yet live, having known such disgrace, is an affront to the Kami themselves. Yet you, all of you, saw fit to grant this shameful creature, this failure, another chance. To serve a greater purpose. Thank you for pitying an old fool.
Now, it is far too soon for that. Save your tears for the morrow. You may be sure we will have ample cause to shed them, be they for joy or despair. Ah, even that sounds morose. We who yet walk the path should not think too much on the destination. When the hour arrives, we shall welcome what comes with open arms. He is right about one thing, though. We have you and yours to thank for this chance. All debts will be repaid. On that you have my word. But first we must live past tomorrow, no? If you've no intention of sleeping, Yugiri, you may as well join us.
Forgive me, my lord. I did not mean to... if that is your will.
That pet of yours wanders quite a distance, Zora.
It does.
There he is. I trust you are none the worse for wear after last night. We received confirmations from the Kojin not long ago. Their sappers stand at the ready and await our signal. Let us not keep them and others waiting. Gather your things, we depart at once. Alpha Node, instruct Lise and the others to move into position and launch their attack. Our scouts report no change in the Imperial's disposition, and I would leave nothing to chance. We must act quickly, lest we lose the element of surprise. Understood. I will relay your orders to her and rejoin my unit. Butsetsu and Yugiri await the two of you at Monsen. Good luck, my friends. I will see you both again soon. Alright, just one moment. I'll be right back. I need to have a word with my retainers. Because I have no room for nothing.
Okay.
Actually, I might as well do it too. Seems I'm getting close to nothing. A room.
Be right back. I'm back.
Welcome back.
Are you almost out of there,
Oh, dang it.
Kath?
I accidentally took them.
Are you still in your inn?
I am teleporting back as we speak.
I was just going to teleport back, but okay.
But now I need to AFK for just one moment. I will be right back.
Zora, are you coming up here or are you running back? What?
I am all the way back at Kunga. or whatever.
To the House of the Fierce. Or Kugane, yeah.
There we go. I just took your teleport.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm back.
Welcome back.
I thought these were roots and everything. I was like, why is there a lone tiger here?
Oh, crackers.
Huh?
I just aggroed.
Ah.
Understood. Wish us luck. Right. You all know what you
I
have to
might
do.
die.
Are you ready?
Oh yes. Ready to show them what a good job they made of breaking us.
Crap.
Then what are you waiting for?
They
Move
just
out!
keep coming, Zora.
I'm dead.
Oh no.
My carbuncle was in the way, and so I needed to get it out of the way. Back up.
Well, as soon as I can get out of here, I'll res
must we
you.
waste our
Okay.
time
Yep.
guarding this blasted... Hmm?
Sound the alarm! Fluminous is under attack! Armed insurgents have breached the perimeter! We need reinforcements!
And sorry, Zora, I did actually consider killing the nearby enemies before we talked to these guys.
Oh,
But
that's
opted against it, so.
no worries.
This is Lee's. Imperial forces converging on our position. Looks like we've got their attention. We'll be sure to keep them busy for as long as we can.
Did everybody jump out of the cutscenes, or?
I'm still in the cutscenes.
Okay.
Sorry, it's a long cutscene.
Oh yeah.
That's okay.
Ah, war! To wield power, to make men kneel before you. There is no better feeling. A pity I must share this pleasure with a feral dog of a Dothal.
Preening, Oronir. You fear that she will put the sun in shade. Those are for you. Go, claim your prey. Come to me! Come to your death! With each that falls, my soul soars higher!
Swiftly, brothers! Fall not behind! Make an offering of their steel to Father Azim!
They seem to be enjoying themselves.
My lord, the barrier!
That it should fall so soon! Truly, our allies seem determined to surpass each other.
The Magitech field is down. I repeat, the Magitech field is down. Confederate vessels, you are clear to advance upon the Enclave.
Did you just res and go back and her
The
thing?
wall is breached. The Kojin 2 will not be outdone.
Because I'm like, if it's that long, I'm gonna have to go through it. So
Yeah, I was just thinking
Our
that too.
allies have set the
'cause we have
stage.
teleport. It'd be fine.
Now we must take the castle. With me.
are you out?
My lady, the riverside wall has been breached.
Nope.
The lower
Okay.
levels are already flooded and the water is still rising.
Because I'm just getting back there right now.
So I gathered.
You're out.
He would tear the whole thing down, all for the promise of freedom. A noble sacrifice, or the last desperate flailings of a fool. Speaking of which, how fares my brute?
The procedure was carried out as instructed by Lord Owless. By all indications, it was a success.
Is that so? Then he may yet be of some use. Devotees of vengeance should rightly pursue their cause unto the bitter end, don't you think? Their hearts aflame with passion until the last few embers fizzle and fade, leaving naught but ash. The Viceroy's orders were clear. If Doma falls, none shall be spared his wrath.
I'm
Tell
out
the men
now. I
to
don't know where you
fight
are.
as if their lives depend on it.
I'm in it.
Because
Okay, good. All right.
As you command, my lady.
Again they come to make you kneel, to make you grovel and suffer. But you have endured their worst and survived. You know their tricks. They will not find a flower simply waiting to be plucked.
So the fool's been transformed somehow, huh? Should I just say go Power Rangers? I could totally see it. I mean, even her and her evilness just screams out to me, go Power Rangers. Just to be defeated again and again. Sorry. You might actually have to delete that out of your stream. Because I'm seeing it over here. Stuck in my head.
Okay, I love the way that emote appears in chat.
General
the rally.
Jackery.
Yeah. I'm rallying you guys. I'm getting ready for the fight. Woohoo. Then I gotta jump up happy right there with it too. There's another cartoon also which they did that to all the bad guys. Transform them into a monster. Phoenix Brothers?
That one doesn't mean anything to me.
The Five Brothers, the Five Phoenix. I can't remember. They were all some kind of bird or something, and whatnot. And like the second one in charge actually drove a racing car. The number one guy drove a white bird, like a falcon, that actually would join the Firehawk. That's it, Firehawks. Is it Firehawk? Oh. No, never mind. I can't remember them all. Of course, the girl whose armor was pink rode a motorcycle that could also join inside that bigger ship. I think I seen one the other day of them called the Five Brothers or something.
I don't know.
I'll have to look it up now. Now it's bothering me. We all there?
Aye, there can be no doubt. The Viceroy is trapped, and so comes our part. Our Kojin allies will deliver us to our destination, to the Western Dock, and do not forget to bring your fellow adventurers.
Fellow adventurers. So they won't divide us.
No, this is a dungeon. But I always find it funny that basically the only time they ever mention the Adventurers Guild anymore is when they're telling us, you've got to go get some more of your guys to do this.
Yeah. Just tell them can't. They're out hanging out with the Scions.
Greetings and well met, my friends. Climb aboard, climb aboard. There is room enough for you all. That we might improve our odds of success, we would divide into two parties upon arrival. One comprising of you and your adventurer comrades, the other Gotsetsu, Yugiri, and myself. Each will enter via a separate route, dispatching any Imperial forces that attempt to bar their path. Even should one meet with misfortune, the other will reach Yotsuyu. Agreed? Then let us be about it. For Doma.
Aren't they missing something? At least a healer.
What do you think Kosetsu is?
Yeah. Oh, maybe it's the blue skiff captain. He'll go with him.
There you go. Alright, are we ready?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. I'm hoping what's his doofus is in this one.
What's his doofus?
The green bandage face guy.
Yeah, he should be. I bet he's the end boss.
Not her?
Okay, maybe. I don't know.
Yotsuyu doesn't come across as a fighter to me.
No.
She might be a dancer. She might be a fighter. I don't know. But either way, she's away in that opioid smoker of hers. Did we get nerfed? Or, yeah.
Yeah, we are synced.
Synced, yeah. Bummer.
I mean, we're only very slightly above the level of this place, but yeah.
Yeah, but they took 2 of my cool spells.
Ah, gotcha.
Well, one upgraded version. If you look at it. Yeah, they didn't take my healing. My heal shield.
Oh, I leveled.
Congrats.
Thank you.
Alright, this boss. He has a tank buster that cleaves, so do not stand in front of him. Let's see. He has Garlean Fire, which is quite similar to the earlier gunship's AoE. I guess that's the thing we just killed, but I didn't notice anything about its AoE. But it fires in a line of circles. Just dodge to the side of the circle instead of in front of it or in front or behind it. There's a big arrow indicator on it to help show where it will go. As the fight goes on, he'll begin using 2 lines side by side. Rear guard bit. These will be lined up on the edge of the arena, firing an unnamed attack for major damage. It's a narrow line across the arena, but occasionally ones next to each other will fire together for a wider beam. And rearguard mines are small orange bots which float across the arena. Contact with them will explode for major damage. So, basically this is an avoid the AoEs fight.
Okay.
Oh,
I liked that fight.
I didn't know it was over. I kept looking at the thing.
That was quite a bit of AoE to dodge, though. I will say that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And he very much liked shooting at Zora.
He did.
The water moving is disconcerting.
Uh-huh. I actually thought we were going to be having a swimming section when I saw it. Bad dogs. Leave the heater alone.
upgrade?
A very minor one. I think I had a 279, and now I have whatever that was, a 282.
Yeah. I got it rainbow as an upgrade. 270 to 280.
This place has liked throwing loot at us so far.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a little more unique. Okay, this has a spell called Circle of Death, which is a large AoE centered on the boss. 2-ton Magitech missile. Obvious stack mechanic. Chain mine. A hexadrone bit will appear on the edge of the arena and erect a damaging red field across the arena, restricting the area you can safely move in. Standing within will cause it to deal damage and knockback, so don't stand in the red area. And Magitech missiles. A tower will appear. At least one player needs to stand in it to prevent moderate damage from the entire group. So,
a tower?
That's what it says, a tower. And then the 2-ton Magitech missile we will need to stack. So, basically stay out of the red area, stay out of the big circle, stack when we need to stack, stand on the tower when we need to stand on the tower.
Was it just one person on the tower?
There's at least one.
At least one.
Oh, at least one. Got it, got it.
More's okay. It sounds. Okay, what's this on me? Okay.
I did not notice the stack marker. Sorry about that.
Oh, I thought that was a big area. It was just one area.
I thought that whole area over there was like doomed. I wonder what the tower looks like.
There it is, so I'm gonna go stand on it.
Don't move. Not sure who had it. All I could see was the arrow.
I think it was me.
Yeah, it was on emo. We have 2 towers up. Another tower up.
2 towers.
Got a stack on somebody over there.
Yeah, Zora. Yay. That was not that bad.
Yeah, not that bad at all.
I won't lie, I thought it was fun. Yep, even a weird face.
Alright, the boss will charge up his chainsaw and use it in front of him, dealing continuous damage in that direction. Players in front of him can simply sidestep this and he won't move whenever it starts. See, he has delay action charge. 2 large AoE markers will track a pair of players. Simply move away from other players to avoid harming them when it goes off. Later on in the fight, he will target 3 players at once. Gunsaw. 1 random player will be targeted by this and continually fired upon. Unlike Chainsaw, it will continue to track, so there's no avoiding it. But it pierces and will hit anyone in front or behind you, so avoid moving it over other party members. Thermobaric charge. 1 party member will be marked with a proximity marker that tracks the player. After a few seconds, the rings around the player will disappear and the proximity marker will remain there. Whoever is marked should move away from the party to drop it off before rejoining the party. So you'll want to run to the edge for that, I guess. Clean cut. Magitech chakrams will appear around the edge of the arena and use this to slice across the arena. Pay attention to where the chakram appear for some forewarning about where to dodge. And chain mine, just like Magitech Hexadrone, except the bits are hyper-tuned bits. This will split the arena into 4 quadrants, usually used alongside Thermobaric Charge to restrict how far you can drop it if you were not prepared for it. Alright. So, mostly avoid the AoEs and try not to get other people hit by your AoEs.
Rip and tear! Boom!
Oh, I thought it dropped. I guess that was.
We go together!
I guess this one I have is a needs a drop. Oh, there we go.
Die, die, die!
Oh, those were the chakram, okay.
Die, die, die! We go together!
Oh, he got me.
Die, die, die!
I'm damage immune for a minute, so... Well, for a few seconds at least.
Die! Die! Die!
He is such a freak.
You will die! We go together! Die! 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 Die!
Keep you in range for a second.
Die! Die! Die!
Somebody needs to shoot him in the head to ensure he's dead.
Very much. Or at least make sure that Magitech thing on his back explodes.
Yeah.
I don't want it to explode because I have a bad feeling it'll explode and kill all of us
Good point.
and the whole place. Because she was kind of adamant about taking down the whole place. Well, how did their fight go?
I imagine we're about to find out.
Yeah.
Have you aught to say for yourself? For what you have done to our people? Your people?
My people, he says. The precious lordling beloved by all come to confront the wicked witch. My parents taught me no better. They worked me from dawn to dusk like an ox or an ass or some other beast of burden. Until, that is, my brother spied a chance to transform the family fortunes. And so I was married to a vicious old drunk, who beat me as he pleased. And when I pleaded for help, I was told to grin and bear it. For the family, for him, for everyone's sake. They pretended not to notice, but they knew. They knew! What did it matter? I was nothing to them. Less than nothing. I wasn't of their flesh. I wasn't a fellow Domon. I wasn't even a person. I might just as well have been dead. And then my husband passed away one day. And so I was sold off yet again to pay his debts. But this time, I found a way to live for myself. To survive. As a spy for the Empire. Oh, those were the days when the scales first fell from my eyes. No longer would I be a slave to my parents or my husband or the pleasure house. I would be free and receive due compensation. That would be enough, I thought. Until I saw a doorman in the road, beaten and broken. And my heart skipped a beat. Lying at my feet, groaning in agony, sobbing in despair. Powerless, helpless, hopeless. A vision forever seared into my soul. Oh! There was nothing I would not do to feel that joy again. To bend this cruel, twisted world to my whims. Now, having borne witness to my life's work, have you aught to say to me? "'Twas kind of you to lend me your ear, my lord. But now it is time for us to conclude our little tete-a-tete with a final game of chance. Who shall stand, and who shall fall? Let the die be cast."
This was her plan from the first, to bring the keep down on our heads!
I will remember your words. We must flee. Order our forces to withdraw.
Go, my lord! While you still can! I cannot hold it forever!
No! We will not leave you behind!
Do your duty! Deliver Lord Hien and the others to safety! Now! Forthwith! I shall manage on my own!
No one leaves. Not you or anyone else.
"'Tis naught this old frame cannot bear. Go now, all of you! The day is won, and the morrow beckons. Do not despair, my friend. Never before have I felt so alive. My eyes unclouded, my purpose clear. This is right.
Gosetsu. You never failed us. Not once. You served my father faithfully. And I'm a better man for your guidance. And the Doma we build together shall be better for it too. Be proud, my friend. Be proud.
I am, Shun. More than you know. You cast the die. Gambling was never my vice.
How merciful the gods that I should find you in time. Kasetsu? We must turn back now before it is too late.
Eyes forward, Cyrano. That was his wish.
I will deliver you to safety.
Come on.
No, once I'm thinking back, I see the signs.
Yeah.
But no, I did not see it coming.
I saw it coming. In fact, he's samurai, and this is his way. This is actually a good way for him because he honors his debts or whatever, his chosen stuff, his samurai code, and he gets his punishment for what he seems of the bad things that he's done in the past.
Yeah.
Anyway, if he actually would have lived out this one, I would have been surprised if he was alive at the end of this.
Like I said, I should have seen it coming, but I didn't.
Yeah. Now, if Ninja died, I would have been
been
completely, what? Really? No foreshadowing.
I see. Man of many words, Alpha Node, today. Thank you. The occupation is ended. And ended then. And the people must be informed of our victory. But I will not simply give up Gosetsu for loss. Before all else, we must needs search the ruins. Allow me, my friends. The castle is still collapsing into the river, and could easily drag you to your deaths. I can navigate these waters easily without fear of drowning. Be reasonable, brother. You know he is right. Except all of us could swim without drowning too. But okay.
and because of him.
Although Alpha Node can't. But yeah. A word, if I may. My lord withdraws into himself, unable to turn his thoughts from the keep. He needs us now, more than ever. My friends, I am returned. I swam as far into the ruins as I could. And, did you find him? Nay, lady. Naught remained of the keep for me to search. Undermined from below and shaken from above, the manner of its collapse was most unusual. If the floor beneath him gave way before the rest, it is not impossible that he could have been sent tumbling into the river. But the water is thick with silt and debris. Despite my best efforts, I could not find him. I am sorry. There is naught for which you should apologize. Thank you, Soroban, for taking it upon yourself to search. The castle is in ruins, and the people are eager to learn the fate of their nation. We leave at once. Are you sure, my lord? The day is won, and the morrow beckons. It falls unto us to greet it. I'm going down to the docks to see if I can get one of the Confederate ships to take us to the Enclave. Perhaps we should tell the others at the House of the Fierce to gather there. Magni and Sadu know naught of what happened in the castle. I will go and tell them. They fought valiantly and with honor. Cyrna, I pray you tell them that as well. You too, my friend, were instrumental in this triumph. I must insist that you be present when we bring these tidings to my people.
Everybody's all like, "Oh, he might have gotten out under the silt, but so should she. So could have she."
This is true.
I mean, he didn't take her head off.
Nope.
Bad
I kind of hope that he had, but he had not.
Yeah. Zion or whatever his name is just going to make her into his new bad guy.
You all look like shite. The captain thought you might need a ride to the Enclave. Ready to come aboard? On you go, then. Sit wherever you like. I don't know what happened in there, but it's over. You won. That's cause enough for celebration. And those people you're about to see need something to celebrate.
We brought everyone here. You were the last to arrive.
I see. Thank you. We owe the Confederacy a great debt.
I have waited 25 years for this moment. You owe us naught.
Look! It's Lord Hien!
Lord Hien!
It's him! He lives! He lives!
Some few words of encouragement would not go amiss, my lord.
Right. Yes, of course. Forgive me. This is rather more daunting than I had anticipated. But you are right. I must be strong. Wish me luck. We are a sorry lot, are we not? Tired, dirty, stinking of blood and sweat and ash. A people pushed to the point of breaking. And yet, we won. The perseverance to endure decades of oppression. The will to carry on the legacy of those we have lost. These were the bonds that held us together and gave us the strength to reclaim our home. After 25 hard years, the shadow of the Empire no longer darkens these lands, and we may at last look forward to the dawning of a new day. But, my friends, it will be a day of work. So I ask you, have you yet the strength to stand? To rise up with me once more? Here and now? And begin to rebuild our homeland?
Lord Ian!
Doma! Doma!
This will not end with Doma. We will see to that, right, Lise?
Right.
Indeed, this is but the beginning. The tide is turning, and it shall soon bear us back across the seas and onward unto the next battlefield.
Oh, I think this area that we are in is instanced. Because I see Zora and Emo are done with the cutscene, but I can't see them on the map. So.
Oh, okay. So just take the boat back.
Yeah. Honored hero, you seek passage across the One River? Okay. The Lalafell motorcycle is hilarious.
It is adorable.
Oh my gosh.
It might be smaller than my legs. Are you quite certain you would not prefer to stay a while longer? There are sure to be festivities, at which you would be the guest of honor, like as not. And I'll do well at parties, Alpha Node. Very well. There are other ways in which we might celebrate, by rejoining the fight for freedom in Girabanya, for one. Short though our time here has been, we have all come to regard this land and her people as our own, I think. But we have done that which we came here to do. Word of Doma's liberation will soon spread throughout the Empire, and we must seize this opportunity to rekindle the fires of liberation in the West. We dare not allow the Imperials a moment's respite, lest they march on Doma again. For the sake of all concerned, we should leave immediately. Did I hear you right? You are leaving? I'm afraid so. We've got our own battle to fight. What about you? Will you be heading back to the steppe? Yes, the war here is ended, and there is no cause to remain. The Oranir and the Dorthal have already withdrawn. I will follow them anon, but I wish to bid you farewell first. The Blue, too, must return to their homes, but we will be back. Doma has need of merchants and builders, and we are eager to offer our services. And just like that, our grand fellowship is broken. Without ceremony or pomp, you steal off into the dark. No matter. We have plenty to be getting on with. Places to be, people to rob, and so on. And the captain never was one for mingling. I am a pirate. Give me a song in a tavern, and I will be happy. Hobnobbing with Lord Hien? Nay. No taste for the finer things. In any event, we need not part ways here. If you are for Kugane, we would be happy to take you. Her waters have always been fruitful. I wish you well on your journey, my friends. May you ever walk in crimson. Thank you, Sirna, for everything. May the Kami speed you on your way, until we meet again. Naught remains undone. Are you ready to depart? To Kugane, then. Have everything? Good. We will need to weigh anchor before the Sekisugeme arrive. From the bottom of my heart, I thank you for what you did. Give my regards to the old Dom. I informed Tartaru of our coming. She and Hancock should be waiting for us in the Ruby Bazaar. Then, it is here we part ways. Best of luck to you and yours in your piratical of endeavors, I suppose. Oh. Since we're down here, there's the other one that I found.
Oh, okay.
That's the one that's difficult to get to. The one Zora and I were working on when we started tonight.
Nice, I'll have it finished.
Okay.
Well, do we want to keep doing quests, or do we want to stop here and do some tombstone farming?
I'm fine with whatever's fine with me.
Zora, KJ, opinions?
It don't matter to me.
I don't know.
Well, I would note that this seems like a good place to break off if we want to.
Okay.
Let's do that. Let's do some
Okay.
farming.
Just 1 second.
I'll be right back.
Alright guys, we are going to call it here for the night, and I will be back tomorrow with more Final Fantasy VI. Until then, I want to thank you for joining me. I hope y'all enjoyed it. I'll see y'all next time, and have a good night.